So GQ, you kind of went through that in the beginning of your NFL career at Houston. You know, moving from cornerback to safety. During your time in the NFL, you also were coached by some great coaches such as Gary Kubiak, Jim Caldwell, Jim Shorts, Terrell Austin. You know, guys of that nature. You know, we have you on the show as a Washington Commanders podcast because, like someone said in the chat earlier, the Golden Boy, who everyone seems to be clamoring for, Ben Johnson, offensive coordinator for the Detroit Lions, you know, with a chance to possibly get the Super Bowl Sunday, you know, is being mentioned as like the ultimate favorite of Washington fans and within like the media brass of who possibly might land this job. With me bringing up your former coaches that you've experienced, I even forgot the name Wade Phillips in the mix of that. Um, what would you prefer if you were back in the NFL in 2024 for your head coach? Would you prefer the X's and O's guy, or would you prefer more so of a leadership guy, or maybe even a mixture of the two?
For my head coach, I want a leader and a connections guy for my head coach. For my coordinator, I want probably a X's and O's type of guy.
Can you expound further on the leadership aspect? Why you would want that more so than anything head coach wise?
Because
Just to give people, because not every day like
yeah,
our
I got you.
audience gets to have a former NFL player that's accomplished Pro Bowler, you
Yeah,
know, things of
yeah.
that nature. So that would just kind of help them understand why you would prefer that more so than like an
Right.
exercise.
So to put it in, I don't want to say normal terms like that because I'm very like, hey man, I'm I'm from the country. I'm just a young cat that just happened to keep playing ball, right? But to put it in everyday terms, right? Most people got a job. When you go to the job, you probably got, whatever type of job you probably got like a supervisor or like a manager or somebody that's like you work with hand in hand. Then you got the person up here that like they make the schedules or they like run the shop or whatever it is, right? So you probably closer to like this person than you are with this person, right? But you need this person to understand you because it kind of helps with the flow of things, right? So the head coach, he just the overseer for most of the time. Like you have some head coaches who are more hands-on the offensive or defensive side, like a Kyle Shanahan, Andy Reid, guys like that hey, they want to call the plays, right? Then you have some head coaches, they are the leaders. They feel in the vibe of the team. They watching the players. They're connecting with each player. They making sure everybody is straight. They feeling, hey, this is what the team need. We look kind of slow out here today. I think we need some rest. Hey, you know what? We didn't practice as good. Like they controlling the tempo and the temperature of the team. And your coordinator, that's who you spend the most time with, right? That's who you in meetings with. You're not in meetings with your head coach for 4 hours a day. You only meet with the head coach for probably 35 minutes, right? But your coordinators, your position coaches, those are the people that you spend hours and hours and hours of time with. So my head coach, I don't really care if you're an X's and O's guy because I don't really talk to you X's and O's. You know what I'm saying? I just go to you when it's like, hey man, I feel like we probably need to this or that, or hey coach, is it okay if I do this or do that, or hey coach, I need to leave meetings early today. My son's graduating from elementary school, and I kind of want to, you see what I'm saying? I'm going to my head coach for those things. My coordinators, who I'm going to, like, hey coach, why we call so many zone blitzes? Like we need to be doing some man-to-man blitzes, or like you talking ball with my coordinators or my position coach, right? You probably go to your position coach first and kind of get an understanding as to why we doing certain things like this, right? And then if you need to, you go to the coordinator. And so for my head coach, I need him to make sure he's gonna be able to control the team, right? Somebody that can control the team, lead us, got our back, gonna vibe with us, yada yada yada. My coordinator, hey, I need him to be able to scheme that trash up. Like I need him to know what he's talking about. He ain't got to like scheme it up to where boom, boom, boom. My position coach, that's my dog. Hey, dog. Hey, man, send me on another blitz. Hey, tell coach to send me on the blitz, man. Tell coach, let me do this right here. Hey, coach, on this play right here, they got us playing outside. Why we can't play inside and let this guy do that, right? I'm talking to my position coach because that's my brother. Coordinator, he the one that's a little higher, and then your head coach, he's the leader. So I don't care if my head coach is a great X's and O's guy. He ain't really calling the plays unless his job on the line like that anyway. You see what I'm saying? He just managing everything. Your coordinator guy, he need to know what he's talking about, X's and O's, why his scheme need to be legit. And then your position coach, he just got to be a dog with you and believe in you, and y'all go ride together. So that's why I say for me, head coach wise, I want somebody that's I feel comfortable talking to if I need to talk to the head coach. You know what I'm saying? I don't want somebody that's a robot that just knows football. He don't have any care. He don't have, like, you look at, and I know this name keep coming up, but you look at guys like Josh McDaniel, right? He's a offensive coordinator. Why does he suck so much as a head coach? He's not a leader. He's not a leader. You know what I'm saying? Nick Sirianni, yeah, they had some success in Philly, but why is their locker room a mess right now? He's not a leader. He's just letting those guys do what they do, and they just happen to have a good run last year. You know what I'm saying? You look at a lot of these guys, they're not leaders. They just coordinators. They can call plays, but they're not team leaders. Why you think Mike Tomlin can stay there for so long? He's a leader. He ain't called down play. I'm a leader, though. You see what I'm saying?
Dan Campbell.
Dan Campbell. He ain't called down play. I'm a leader, though. You know what I'm saying? My team gonna follow me. My coordinator's gonna ride with me, and they gonna get the job done. And so that's kind of what I like. I don't really like those coaches that are like Kyle Shanahan. You the head coach, but you the offensive coordinator. So in practice, are you scripting the practice for us as a defense, or is everything about your offense? Are you leaving the practice field happy when the offense had a great day of practice?
Oh, yeah.
Or you mad
Yeah.
because the defense was awful today? So when you the head coach and you just kind of whatchamacallit, now, hey man, offense, you was clicking today. Defense, you sucked. But for Kyle Shanahan, I'm the offensive coordinator. So I'm drawing it up so the defense can suck. Why? Because I want my offense to be great. And I'm just calling out Kyle, not because we're playing the 49ers, but he's just a coach that I know is a head coach that likes to call the offensive plays.